The city of Montreal is one of the largest cities in the province of Quebec, with a population of around 1.78 million people, making one of the second biggest French-speaking city in the world behind Paris, the capital of France. Montreal is home to the famous Cirque de Soleil and hosts the Summer Olympics in 1976. And Montreal was also host Expo 67, consists the most successful world fair in the 20th century. And Montreal was infamously known for being the home of one of Canada's most violent Italian crime family, the Rizzuto crime family. Niccolo Rizzuto was born in Catatoria Ericana in Agrigento, Sicily, Italy on February 18, 1924. In January of 1925, his father, Vito Rizzuto Sr., illegally immigrated to the US with his brother-in-law, Carlo Lenda, while Vito's wife and Maria Lenda stayed with Niccolo in Sicily. On August 12, 1933, Vito was murdered in Paterson, New York, forcing Niccolo to grow up with a stepfather after his mother remarried Lobodo Mitoro on March 20, 1945. Rizzuto married Liberta Mano, the daughter of Antonio Mano, a local mafia leader in their hometown. On February 21, 1946, he would father a son, Vito, who would later follow him into the mob. On February 21, 1954, along with his wife, son, and daughter, Rizzuto immigrated to Canada by ship and docked at Pier 21 in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Before moving to Montreal, Quebec, he soon formed his own crew with help from several other Sicilians relatives and associates living in Montreal. Antonio Manano, who would later immigrate to Montreal as well in September of 1964. In the 1970s, Rizzuto was underwriting in the Sicilian factions led by Luigi Greco until he died in 1972 of the Caribbean Controni crime family. As tensions grew into the power struggle between the Caribbean and Sicilian faction of the family, a war began in 1976. In December of 1970s, the regional bar which served as the office of the Controni crime family under boss Paolo Violi was barked by an undercover policeman, Robert Manat, who, for the next 5 years, records everything that Violi said in the regional bar. In 1975 to 1976, Manat recordings were played publicly at the Keko hearing, which ruined Violi's underworld reputations. The Bonanos and Controni's families were the only branches that shifted their support from Violi to Rizzuto. In the aftermath of the Keko hearing, Vito Rizzuto went to New York to meet the commissions. He asked for their approvals to have Violi's killed, as he accused that Violi's was simply too stupid to be the next boss of the Controni's family. As provided by Lafayette Menat, the commissions, which was very unhappy with Violi following the Keko hearing, permits Rizzuto to kill Violi and his follower. However, the commissions did not approve the murders of either Vic or Franco Controni. The first victims of the gang wars was Petroni Siqueira, a Rizzuto loyalist who joined Violi's faction. Siqueira was killed on February 14, 1976, as he lived in a cinema after watching The Godfather Part 2. In 1977, Rizzuto and Controni Capoeira, Paolo Violi, met face-to-face in the homes of the Montreal residents for last-ditch efforts to resolve their difference, according to the police report, but the peace talks failed, and most of the Rizzuto family fled to Venezuela. This led to a violent mafia war in Montreal, which resulted in the death of Violi and his brother, along with others spanning the mid-70s to the early 80s until the war ceased. Antonio Manano's son Domenico was also instrumental in Violi's murder. He received a 7-year sentence after pleading guilty to conspiring to kill Violi. Rizzuto confined Augusto Quintela received a 5-year sentence in relation to Violi's murder. By the mid-80s, the Rizzuto crime family emerged as Montreal's preeminent crime family after the Turf War. After consolidating their powers in the 1990s, the Rizzuto became overexposed and overextended. Vito Rizzuto was arrested on January 20, 2004 in Montreal for his involvement in the May 5, 1981 gangland killing of 3 Bonanos captain. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison on May 4, 2007 And in 2005, a 300 kilogram shipment of 1,300 kilograms of cocaine co-organized by Rizzuto family, confidants Francisco Del Balso and West End gang member Richard Griffin was intercepted in Boucherville, Quebec by the police. After Griffin invested $1.5 million in the purchase and transportation of the cocaine, he demands $350,000 from the Rizzutos for not taking preventive measures in transporting the drugs. After agreement about the debt, Griffith was riddled with gunfire outside his home in Notre-Dame-de-Grâce on July 12, 2006. On August 30th of the same year, 35 years old Domenico Marce, a Rizzuto family enforcer and protege of Francisco Del Balso, was killed in a drive-by shooting as he waited at a traffic light in his Cadillac in downtown Montreal. In 2010, Niccolo Rizzuto was killed at his residence in the Quartier Vibourg, Montreal, with a single bullet from the sniper rifle punched through double-painted glass of the rear patio door of his mansion. He was 86 years old when he was dead. The death is believed to have been final blow against the Rizzuto crime family, and in 2013, Vito Rizzuto dies of complications from pneumonia, which may have been indicted by lung cancer at Sacré-Cœur Hospital in Montreal. He was 67 years old. Although his official cause of death was from natural cause, there has been rumors could have been poisoned, as an autopsy was never performed on his body. Rizzuto's funeral was held at the Church of the Madonna della Difesa in Montreal's Little Italy on December 30th, attended by around 800 people. He was buried at Saint-François d'Assise Cemetery in Saint-Leonard, Quebec. To this day, the Rizzuto crime family still exists under the rules of Leonardo Rizzuto. Hello everybody, I'm back. You know everything about that, that's why I didn't upload this video on Back Hitman Production, because I'm bored and I write a blog usually about that. This is the first video of the Back Hitman Production since the Barbarian Killers, and if some part was inaccurate, I will apologize about that. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to Back Hitman Production. And thank you for watching. See you on the next video.